Welcome, Gemini Cancer, to your love reading for January. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers, and anyone new. Welcome, guys. Kicking off the new year, 2026, with a bang over here. We'll be getting those Astro Dice readings out towards the end of the month, going straight into the very 1st of February 1st, right? But wanting to make sure that we do that, since we're going to have a huge new, brand new energy of the fire horse coming in. It is going to be quite different, only for the fact that we're getting rid of our reptiles, being that we did have Enter the Fire Dragon, or the wooden dragon, wasn't it? Was it the wooden? I think it was the wooden dragon. So enter the dragon, then enter the snake. So, but now we have the fire horse coming in hot and heavy. If you guys are more interested in that, you can watch the New Year's forecast. If you haven't watched that, we do speak a lot about that fire horse. Okay, let's see what we have coming out. We do have the 9 of Pentacles. Ooh. Feeling the fulfillment of rewards, feeling like they're winning, and feels like they're winning over here. They're like, you win my heart. So your person is feeling like they're being rewarded. They feel like they are in the fruits of their labor when it comes to love with you. They feel like they have won. They have found what they want. They have come out of some dark place, moved away from skeletons in the closet, moved away from, maybe they just went through a heavy divorce. And they see you as their 10 of Cups, someone that they could build a family with, looking for that 10 of Cups, wanting that 10 of Cups. I do feel like the raven in this, it looks like a raven to me. It just feels like the transformation of what's to come. It feels like what's happening here is that, you know what, it's like I want to build this family. I want the reassurance of what it is I truly want. I feel like for a lot of them, they came out of the divorce, guys. Is your person divorced? It's almost like what I couldn't find with them is what I want to find with you. Looking for that overall stability, but I do have the 5 of Swords. Yeah, because I just feel like I've been walked on, stepped on. Love has not been playing a very nice game with this person, but they see you and they feel like you won their heart. Literally won it. Like maybe this person for you was hard to get in there, you know, was like, come on, open up. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like maybe they were kind of stingy with their heart. They were playing hard to get. And then finally they were like, they feel like they won because they didn't want to open up their heart. You could be dealing with a Capricorn who just doesn't have a good trust. You know, they have trust issues. And they just feel like, you finally feel like you won. They feel like they won. Because you were like not going to, no matter what, I feel like you weren't going to back down. You were like, I know, you're mine, you know? Yeah. So they're going to give you their Ace of Cups. They want to give you the Ace of Cups. Because I feel like they already feel like you already gave them the Ace of Cups. Enough to open them up. You may have thought this was like pulling teeth out of an alligator. To get any kind of vulnerability, to open them up to anything. I've been getting these kind of readings a lot, though, right now. People are really unsure of where they want to put their hearts. This is like probably the 3rd reading I've had where people just don't want to open up. You know, it's kind of like I've been through battle, and I just, you know what? Times are tough right now. There's been a lot of agonizing pain. I don't know who I trust and who I want to trust. Are we like-minded? People are really on the sidelines right now. And I'm seeing it in a lot of readings. So, you know, where they want to give their love. It's like some really want to push for this love and just loving beautiful people. And then it's like you're going after these people who are like, I don't know, they suck the soul out of me. And that's how this one feels, though, too. Like somebody sucked the soul out of them. It's like, can I even trust you? But then they find that they can, and they feel like they won. Now they feel like, wow. Okay, okay. I feel like I freaking won. So they definitely want to open up and give you this cup. I feel like there was a lot of, what do we call those in this deck over here? What was it called? Situationships. That word always cracks me up, but it makes sense though. I like totally get it. The craziest word that I've ever heard, but it makes sense. See, and they're tired of rebounds too. Or maybe they were afraid it would be just a rebound. You know, if I got divorced or walked away from a heavy duty commitment, they didn't want just some rebound energy. So, you know, they were playing it hard to get. They were playing smart. They didn't want that kind of energy, right? That's just that temporary comfort, right? They're doing it because they don't want to feel like they were just avoiding loneliness. They know they're lonely, but they didn't, it's almost like they didn't want quick replacements. They want true love. That's what it is. They're afraid that they weren't going to get true love. They didn't want just temporary comfort. Walking into something where maybe they were giving and offering too much. Maybe it's you who's divorced and they're scared that you were giving out, rebound comfort. Maybe you both are. You see what I'm saying? Take it how it resonates, but that's what he was afraid of, or she. Okay, some kind of deception. Seeing, not seeing who this person really is. Who are you? They were scared of that too. This person had a lot of trust issues. Maybe they were with somebody for so long, they haven't dated in so long that they're scared of the world. That is also a huge possibility. I can actually see that happening. I've been married for 31 years. It'll be 32 years this year. If I was with someone else, I probably didn't have my hand. I'd probably be very scared to be out into the world. I don't know. I've been with my husband since 18 years old. What am I going to do, guys? I don't know anything about other people. I know what I do, right? But now we're talking about real, because they can sit over here and say, yeah, everything's going to be okay. Oh, it's happening to me? Oh, shit, I don't know. I don't know how to act and feel. Hey, it's always, good for the goose, but it's not good for the gander. Oh, you'll be fine out there. Oh, it's happening to me. Oh, fuck, I'm scared. Like, not even a joke, right? So I feel like they want to love bomb you because they're realizing, okay, you know what? I'm going to open up to you because I feel now very comfortable. I feel like everything's going to be okay. You're not fake. You didn't put me on a rebound. This is real. You're really giving me the real you. So now you're going to find that they are opening up a lot more to you. It's going to be your like, yes moment, right? You're like, oh my gosh, finally. Finally. Yeah, because you see them as the Two of Cups. You're saying, wait, because I feel like you're my soulmate. But and maybe you even told them that. Maybe that even like you scared them. Like, I don't know. I thought I was with a soulmate, but we're divorced. I don't know. Maybe you scared them a little bit. So you weren't sure that the wheel was going to fly into your direction. So you're just kind of hanging around going, okay, we'll see how this is going to go. So I kind of feel like that's the energy that you're waiting right now as you're waiting for them to love, because and maybe they already did start love bombing you, right? Energies, fluctuates. So you could say, I'm waiting for this to happen. It's going to happen. I can feel it's coming, or it's already started, right? Brand new. It's brand new feelings, brand new recognition, brand new way of doing something. You're going to see them in a different light because they're actually feeling comfortable with you now, and more comfortable because they really want this new adventure with you. They want to share things with you. They're not going to they're not going to breadcrumb you anymore. Thank God. And actually, the card was upside down, and I do believe that it was supposed to be upside down on purpose to tell me they're not going to breadcrumb you. The breadcrumbing is over because they're starting a new way of doing things. Oh my gosh, you've hit their inner child. You're starting to make them feel, and you guys have a soul contract. You guys are making them, and there's that DM slide. You're making them bring out this childlike behavior, like you're fun and you're happy, and you make them happy, and they might even feel a little silly with you. You're bringing out that Cancerian side of you for sure, and just that unique, fun, happy energy. with no boundaries, no real boundaries, right? Just let's go, right? And they like that. It's joyful, it's playful. It's the returning of innocence, the returning of just fun. Everything doesn't have to be so serious all the time. And so they're definitely digging that about you. I could totally see that with you. Oh my gosh. I've had Gemini Cancer friends in high school. What a blast. Unexpected flirtation. There it is. And I think that they see you flirting with them though too. And so now they want to be reciprocal. They want to reciprocate, but it's going to come out as more like a love bomb. It's going to be different because it's going to be more intense affection instead of just this flirty. You see what I'm saying? Now it's going to actually be really quick, really boom, boom, boom. And I think it's going to be that way. And then I think it's going to stop for a minute. I really see that. I see it's like boom, boom, boom. And then it'll stop for a minute. And I think it's because they're going to want to see your reaction. Because remember, no matter what, even though they're feeling really happy, they're still a little worried. You definitely could be dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, or a Cancer, a Capricorn, or a Libra. I see a lot of worry. And it doesn't have to be. You could even be dealing with an Aquarius. But could be anybody in the world. But the worry that I'm seeing and the trust issues really coming to play where they're going to stop and then want to think over what they did. They're going to wait for you to respond. How are you going to respond? I'm not going to pull a card over here, my friends, to tell you how you're going to respond. Okay, and I'm sorry, cross watchers, I'm not going to do that because this is really going to be one of those things that's going to be a little bit different. And because it is the Gemini Cancer message, everyone's going to respond a little bit different. But I will tell you one thing. I think that if you're really going to be intrigued with this situation and really want to hold this tight, which I know you do, you wouldn't try so hard if you didn't care. You're going to feel like the bag is secured. You've bagged this person. Your relationship is secure now. I do feel that what you're going to say, I can't really tell you exactly what you're going to say, but I can tell you one thing. It's going to feel like you're finally starting to build. It's going to feel brand new. It's going to feel like you finally are where you're supposed to be with this person. And I do feel like it's going to change the outcome of how the relationship is now going to rebuild itself. It's going to rebuild itself on more trust, more openness, and more flirtiness. Okay? That's really what it is. Right? Because it's strengthening, it's going to strengthen the bonds of where, you see, the Seven of Swords says that I had to be strategical to this situation, but now I don't feel like there has to be any more strategics. I can actually just relax now. The strategics was just getting this person to, really want to open up to you and trust you and feel like you're compatible enough to, come on, I like you a lot. Let's do this, right? But it's almost like it feels like they were kind of like, okay, there it is, breadcrumbing. Okay. Because I was like, I was going to say back and forth, teeter-totter, but that's fine. Breadcrumbing is good because you already had that. Giving minimal attention. It's kind of like maybe they'll give attention here and then back up and then come back towards it. So, but now I feel, like I said, the breadcrumbing was in reverse, so everything looks like it's coming back around. They finally got it. A night of passion. There it is. A night of passion. Feeling like a whole new identity. Feeling like you have a whole new relationship coming through. Flirt and seduction. Loving it. What else do we have? Ooh. Oh, I love it. What is it? Oh, because they didn't want to feel like they were forced into anything at the time because they didn't know how to feel about the situation. I've forced marriage here, but it was not like that. It was more like feeling because of trustworthiness. Thank you. They didn't want to feel like they were putting themselves into a hot seat we said that for the rebound. Okay. They didn't want just temporary comfort. They wanted, it was either going to be, you know what, I want all love or I just don't really want it at all. Is this really going to do what it wants, or is this just going to be another fake? Is this going to be another fake situation? And maybe they've been through a couple more than that, or just seen it happen to others. It's going to be different for everybody. Okay? You guys are amazing. If you guys need a personal reading, you can check it under the description area of the video, and you can find all the information. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.